Hey guys, good morning, good almost afternoon. It's Monday. It is May, and it's a normal day of the week, so my Periscope isn't working on my iPad. Why should that be new? It's my iPad. I really need to update it. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. I had a great weekend on paper. I had an eventful weekend on paper. So if you wrote down, I just thought about this, and I'm going to explain in much detail afterwards, but I have a very special, I don't want to call him a guest, but a very special, practically family member of mine who's going to come sit down with us in a second. But if you wrote down what I did on paper, Connor, yeah. I'm just going to tell you that it just said, woke up on Saturday, worked out, took the kids to Brooklyn, went to a couple of playgrounds, came home, ordered dinner, went to bed. I mean, how could you mess that up? On Sunday, even easier. Both kids had soccer, came home, hung out while it rained outside, took baths, went to bed. It took 8 seconds to tell the story. It took 0 brain cells to take in the story. It took even less than that to do anything with it. And yet, I can't even begin to tell you what was packed into what seems like a skeleton version of our weekend. So I will get to that in a second. But first, I do want to mention we have some relatively hefty news, and we were discussing what we say and how we say it. So I will say it, and then my better half is gonna. I feel like Steph's gonna walk on, but it's actually it's someone far better dressed than Steph today, at least.
For the first time ever?
For the first time ever. Never seen this person in anything other than, he's like I call him like the Jeff Zuckerberg of clothing. He has one outfit, all clean, but he wears the same version of that outfit every single day since I've met him. And after a week and a half, you realize he isn't actually wearing the same outfit. He's putting on clean clothes, which is, I applaud you for that, so good for you. But today, and I will work backwards with this, and then we'll discuss. Today is the last day that we're going to be doing the Jenna Wolfe Show as a daily show. This format is going to change, and we're leading up to some big news, which we're not going to announce today. But today is going to be the last day that we're going to do this way. And with that, Lance, why don't you come field some questions that we're going to
Sure.
Let's light our
Yay. What's up?
You want to see the best looking, the best dressed guy I've seen in a very long time. He's not here yet, so Lance is going to start until he gets here.
And then Connor's going to come
say hi. First of all, you should explain to people. I know, it is sad, Kari. Now I know everybody's handle already. It's sad, but it's a bittersweet. So it's bitter in that, yeah, we're not going to be here every day, but it is sweet in that we have something that is truly exciting planned that we'll get to when we get to it, and it won't be today, but it'll be at some point. But Lance, first tell people why you look as spiffy as you look, and hi, Kathy K.
Hi guys. Yeah, unfortunately, more than 22 years. I'm going to go around 25 years ago. I don't remember the exact date, but a friend of mine passed away, had cancer, and his name is Ira Sohn, and Ira worked he worked for a firm called Smith Newcourt.
That's an investment firm?
An investment firm, and he was working with one of my close friends, and I actually had my hedge fund in the things trying to get them through, going over some of the hurdles that he had been encountering, and he was working with them. And Don Imus has raised a lot of money for the Tomorrow's Children's Fund. The station manager, as I recall, the station manager at WFN's kid died of SIDS, and they switched a large part of the funding from the Tomorrow's Children's Fund to.
I'm just going to stop you real quick because you're not reading. Lance doesn't have cancer. You take a long time. Everyone's like, I hope you're okay. Like, I think that's what they thought you were about to say, and I don't want to put anyone down the wrong path.
So no, this friend of mine, Judy, his mom, asked me if there was something that we could do on Wall Street to replace the funds, and so we came up with this idea to launch the Ira Sohn Investment Conference in his memory. This is the 22nd one of them that we've had.
Wow.
And we've raised over $75 million to fight pediatric cancer in the New York area.
Love it.
And so I need to go over to Lincoln Center and introduce one of the speakers in an hour. That's why I'm in this monkey suit.
It is not a
And
monkey suit. You look
it's-
very good.
I would actually say this. It fits me much differently than it did a while ago.
You're swimming in it. The last time you wore a suit. Just
Right,
like,
and so I actually buttoned down a shirt and it has the right neck size and all the other kind of stuff. So we have that. That was that. We're working on. We've I've been out there sort of pounding the pavement for the show for the last
Our viewers know that.
2 or 3 months, and there are a lot of opportunities that have come our way. We've decided to lock in on one of them, and when the time is right, we will share it with everybody on this format, this platform. We will. Their big reveal should probably be in a few weeks, around a month, I would say, would be when we reveal to everybody what's going on. In the meantime, we need to basically focus our energies on making sure that we do it the right way. And that's what we're doing.
Yeah. So I made sure Lance was here because I know what you guys do. You start asking me questions as soon as he leaves, and you know that I'm not good at keeping anything in. So any
basically, I don't want Jenna
have,
to ruin any of the confidentiality of the stuff that we have going on.
I'm too honest with you.
No
to
hints.
A fault.
No hints. Marv, you have to work. I love you, Marv. Marv, you don't have to work at all. I think you should sleep for a few months now and take some time off.
Randy says, I hope it involves a paycheck for Jenna. Abundant. Yeah, so do it. And you need Jerry to be your computer. Yes, when we are ready to set up our whole computer networking system, Jerry does that.
Right. So
he's going to come work for whatever we do.
Okay, so we will do all that.
So the truth is that a lot of my friends said they know that this is happening. They said, well, how do you feel? Are you sad? And I'm not sad at the news. What I'm honestly sad at, and I have a little bit of separation anxiety. It came when you left. I was a little bit of like a I didn't love change. I didn't love when you left. Even though I absolutely adore Connor and every single thing that he is. At the beginning I was hesitant because I was so used to you. I was like, no, don't go. I don't know Connor. How's it going to be? Now I fell in love with Connor, and now we're changing this. And now my don't go is the relationship that I built up with you, and that you've built up with them, and that Connor's built up with them, and that we're all sort of on this.
Well, yeah. One of the great when we put together the slide, there was a slide in our presentation about everybody knows your name.
Yeah.
So, Cheers. I think Cheers was on a Thursday night, right?
Cheers was on Thursday night?
Cheers was on Thursday night.
On the off chance you want to know, it went Cosby Show at 8, Family Ties 8:30, Cheers at 9. And then I think Golden Girls was 9:30.
And that became part of that whole must-see TV thing. So, one of the things that struck me was Cheers had been on for 11 years. And they became such a part of the fabric of our lives.
Yeah.
Over an 11-year period, but there were only 270 episodes shot.
Right.
And they were basically, even to give them credit of a half an hour per episode, it was 135 hours. And I would almost say that 1/3 of those were commercials.
Right.
Right?
We, on the other hand, have gone over 500 hours. Right.
Of shooting. So we've actually been around for more than 3 times the amount of time as Cheers on an hour-to-hours basis, and depending on how you do it, maybe 4 times as much. So I think we've seared our way into the personal lives of our fans, and I think what we want to do is try to bring it to a whole other universe. And you ate at Cheers yesterday.
Randy did.
So we will figure out how to keep everybody connected, and we're looking to build on this.
Yeah.
And basically, there are many ways to make everybody here more creative, more connected, enlarge our community, and that's what we're working on. It's pretty exciting.
So what I'm going to miss is things like Lisa Dover's daughter Amanda got married on Saturday. Michelle Hicks is getting married this summer. Kathy Kay just went to see Barbra Streisand at the Barclays Center. Randy is, now that she's a full workout-aholic, has been giving us ideas on how we can market the show. What's my point? My point is Marv, we know Marv works at Con Ed, we know how great Marv is, we know how many steps Marv takes a day. Like, you've gotten to know me just as I've gotten to know you, and Lance, and Connor. That's a really cool dynamic in a world where, you know, social media has really become antisocial, right? We all put out, like, tweet out, post a picture, like a picture, dislike, like, it's all from me to everyone, It's never really back, and we found a way to make it from everyone back. And sure, it would have been nice if we were able to collect even a few more of you guys, but whoever we have, like Marv said it, we've all become friends, and it's
right.
been
There's
fun.
a fabric, there's a community, and this is the what this will be is, I think we will see that this is the catapult from everything that we've done. So we've laid a really strong foundation under our community.
Yes.
And now it's about how do we sort of take the community, make the community bonds stronger, be larger and more impactful for the rest of the world.
Yes.
And most importantly, get us all paid.
That, I'm going to go even the other way. So that's the first.
No, I think that what we saw was that we're on to something. We all know that we're doing something.
Correct.
And it's taking that something and now making it a work of art that's permanent and that can scale and that is in the right place at the right time. We dove into a lot of this, created a lot of this. We're doing things, you know, if you look at it from a heart's perspective,
Did well.
we have more heart. You have more hearts on this show, okay? More hearts have been sent Jenna's way than all of these people combined. Oprah, Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, The Today Show, ESPN, ABC News, NBC News have fewer hearts combined than we do.
Well, that's because of Sherry Sager.
Well, no, there's a lot of hearts that come. It's not just one person, but even though Sherry had the opportunity and has the option of doing this on the Today Show. But just to say Sherry, if it was all Sherry, if Sherry sat down there and she hit a button 4-point-something million times, that means that you created one fan that's greater than every other fan on all of those other shows and platforms.
And thank you, Lisa. That's the biggest compliment you can give me. She said, because I'm so real. People.
Well, you connect with people, and people connect with you, and people trust you, and people love you. You know, and I love you.
Thank you.
Connor loves you.
Connor, this is the first time hearing of this.
No, it's not.
Well, dear Mary.
Can you actually reset? A lot of people are tuning in and don't know what the news is.
Yeah, of course. So, in a nutshell, today's going to be the last day that we're doing the show in a daily format like this. We're going to try something different. We have something down the pike that we're going to do, and we don't really want to discuss it yet, or not ready to discuss it yet. But so until we get to that point and make that announcement, we're gonna scale back and put some time, effort, and thought into it. And so we're gonna not do this anymore.
And we can't talk about Jenna. When I leave, Jenna can't answer all the questions.
So any question you have about why we're not doing this every day anymore or where we're going, just ask Lance, because I'm incapable of keeping a secret. And Lance, Jenna's going to space.
Yes, we're going to space to broadcast. We need to put Jenna in a rocket ship. We're just negotiating with NASA and the guy from Tesla.
It's true.
Elon Musk, and we're just trying to. We're just going to see which spaceship we're taking to space.
Thank you. Ask Lance, because I'm not. I'm not good.
No hints. We're going to try to make sure that we maintain all of the confidentiality that we need to maintain of this and who we've been working with.
But it's. I'm sad. It's sad that we're not doing this every day. Like, I got used to it. It's a nice routine. I love you guys. I've become friends. There's a lot of people that I email, like offline email, that I never would have known. So any opportunity or any day that I can meet someone new that I would not have met before because of this means this worked on some level.
We will keep the Twitter account going. We will repost old things. We'll try to keep things going through Instagram and Twitter and the interim in this. And on to, we're going to take this, I think, to where everybody's going to be very happy and excited with what we're doing.
All right. So must be big with a confidential. No, there's no confidential. He's just saying that. Don't get all crazy. I don't. Listen. My whole thing is
We're not
very
going to let
different.
you talk about it.
No, but I don't set a bar. You set your bar up in the clouds. I bury my bar under the ground.
Okay, so there's
we
no
need to- There's no
confidentiality.
confidentiality agreement. We're just working on something. You're gonna have them thinking that we already signed a deal with a network, and we're gonna. I just want to make sure
No,
that
we're not working
expectations
with that.
are tempered.
Right.
We're just doing something different, and it'll be bigger. But what?
A house
Any chance
party?
we might be able to do? Yeah, we're gonna do a house party now and then. Connor's gonna show
I was
me how to
thinking
do
Hewlett
it.
Packard when he's.
I was thinking stay secret.
I know, you just have an HP12C. I didn't know.
See, someone says, "Go." Why does it need to stay secret? Perhaps another way to build mystic. It's not totally worked out yet, right? Or is it? I don't know. Lance knows more than I do.
This is why we don't include you in everything. I love you.
Right. You're right.
But this is
You
why.
answer.
Yeah. So.
Why does it need to stay secret?
Because some of this stuff we're negotiating with different parties on different things. So some of it is in place, and some of it is enough of it's in place that we need to take it to the next level.
What he said. That was good.
Yeah.
You answered that very well. You can still tell us something. We've been here for the ride.
So the ride is just beginning. I'm telling you. Lisa, sorry.
I understand the reason for being tight-lipped, and since I will not ask, don't
Yeah.
jinx it.
Yeah, it's better for the show if we don't talk about it. It's better for Jenna.
Oh, sure.
It's better for Jenna if we don't talk about it a lot now, and we talk a lot about it when we can. We won't tell anyone.
It's very funny to my girl.
Right, okay. It's all secret here.
All right.
So,
Connor, a couple comments.
Judy asks, and this is a recap, but when will we know?
Probably, we will totally trust you.
it does not involve the Super Bowl commercial.
No.
We will know probably, we will have everything fixed and be ready to announce hopefully within a month. And I'm saying hopefully.
Thanks, Bella, for your confidence. Makes us feel great.
What did Bella say?
I knew this wouldn't last.
Oh, cool. All right.
I know, I'm nice to everyone.
Bella will laugh at you.
Patty says I'm gonna have withdrawals from not seeing the show every day.
You can always email me. I will. I'll be in touch with everyone. I promise you. Can I get a hat? Yes, Kathy, you're getting a hat. Are you still in town, Kathy, or did you leave?
The title is We're Not Telling You. We told you part of the news. The big news for today is the last daily show, and that's the big news for everybody involved with the show. There'll be something else, and that'll be done when we're done.
Kathy K's back home. Okay.
How was the concert, Kathy?
She sent me clips. I'm so kicking myself that I didn't go. Although she did not play my favorite song.
It's funny, when I went, I was kicking myself that I went.
Yeah, you and Stephanie. You
I
went?
not this time. I went I saw her.
I'm sorry. My heart bumped into my pancreas, hit my uterus, and then fell out of my body. I almost
you
had a
went
heart
front
attack
glimpse?
that you went, didn't want to be there, and didn't invite me.
I
Make
went.
the Connor show now. Make it the Connor show.
Okay.
I will miss your great family stories. I know. It will be the monthly show? I don't know. Tell us again. How do we email Jenna? Are you still going to manage?
Yeah, we'll still manage.
Yeah.
So it's, I love everyone I met on this show. That's sweet, Marv. There were seats open next to us. It was amazing. You're killing me, Kathy. JennaWolfShow@gmail. JennaWolfShow@gmail.com. Yeah.
Barb7M4 says, good morning, Jenna, Lance, and Connor.
Hi, Barb.
We'll miss the show, but looking forward to what the future brings.
Thank you very much. That's very nice of you.
Kelly Williamson says, hating this, but totally understand. She says, I feel like you're my morning buddy.
Aw, you're mine. Kelly, photographer. She's an amazing photographer.
Judy asks, so no show for a month?
No show for a month. Kathy.
It might be longer.
you.
It might be short.
Boy, you really get nothing from Lance.
I know this is a time for nothing. I'm sorry. This
Emoze.
is, the news here is about the show ending. We want to make sure that nobody comes here tomorrow looking for the show
Correct.
and doesn't know what was happening.
Yeah.
Ethel Truitt says, I'm going to miss you guys. Kimberly Thorpe says, looking forward to the next chapter.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. So that's that.
think so.
So, this is cute. Lance is a little nervous to give his speech. Listen, we're
I'm
all
just
honest
introducing,
here.
yeah. So
We're all honest here.
Yeah, so I get up to speak in front of 3,000 people, and I have a tendency to not.
It's not a tendency. It's he does.
I have 3 minutes to do it in, and they have a clock.
You're screwed. By
Thank
3
you.
minutes, you'll have finished being like, and I'm Lance.
And hi, I'm Lance. No,
The name is derived from the Greek.
I did this one year where, unfortunately, there was somebody in the audience who had cancer. It was emotional for me having him there, and I just rambled. And so the following year, which was last year, they were all over me. You can't do this, you can't do that.
No, think about it if you're in the audience. You don't want to hear someone ramble, right? You gotta get right. You have to. When I give speeches, I flip myself around.
Yes. So,
tell a story.
So I kind of view it a little differently, which is, I started this thing 22 years ago. It was literally, we had a hard time getting 10 people in the room the first year. One of my friends told me a great story, which was, he wanted to leave, but he had checked his coat, and I had the key for the coat closet, and I didn't let him take his coat because we didn't have enough people there yet to get the conference actually started.
Oh my God.
But the first year it was literally like 50 of my friends, and so I go to this thing now, and it's grown into this. It's a crazy event. Like they charge $5,000 a ticket or something, and there are 3,000 people there. It's just grown. It's become, there's an app for them. Okay, I mean, and so I go there, and I just kind of, a part of me just wants to just talk and just like talk on a friendly basis.
Part of you wants to.
And nobody there wants it. And,
right.
And I really just want to do it. You know, it's a horrible story.
Don't tell it.
Okay.
That's what you have to do. When you get up there and you're thinking to yourself, oh, I have a 4-hour story I want to share with you, but don't do it. Check yourself and be like, hey, WWJD. What would Jenna do?
Right.
Okay.
Should we move on?
WWJD.
All right. So on that note, I'm going to leave.
I will say to you, we started this a gazillion years ago, or so it feels like. And with every great thing in life, I say this all the time, the days teach much, the years teach much, which the days never know. Mm-hmm. So when this turns into its thing, its final piece, like this will be and then we stopped doing that daily. Remember that time you sat down on the couch, you were wearing a suit? I remember that. You were going to some conference. We'll have that conversation.
Well, 14 months ago when we got started in Times Square, we had a vision. I think that vision of anything is more on track now than.
Love to hear that.
Go get them. Have fun.
You too.
Great job. All right. Thanks for everything, Connor. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Love you, Lance. Right. You can also email Lance at that address too, by the way. So it's not just me.
You can also just send the Lafer@gmail.
Oh yeah. Why do you have to go through there? Lafer@gmail. He will take all emails. I don't know how he does it, but he does.
I read half of them.
Will you just send a text and let me know how it goes when you get off stage?
Yeah.
Like basically, did you walk off on your own accord, or did someone?
I get pulled off.
Yeah.
I can text you now. I got pulled off.
That's very funny.
All right. I'll see you later.
Randy said, "Less is more, Lance."
Less?
That's what Randy said.
Less?
Less is more.
Less is more.
Lester Holt.
Lester Holt. Okay. I'm going to try to be a Lester Holt.
Take it easy, buddy. See you later, Lance. So that's that. I'm going to read some more comments before I get to my weekend.
Tony Kindle says, that's all right that there's no show for a month. We can watch reruns for a month.
Thank you, Tony.
There's definitely enough content.
Like Lance right now. Just kidding, says Lisa Lacuzzi. Joined late. Big news. We're not going to do the show like this anymore. Today's the last day we're doing this, and Lance has a big announcement to make in the next month or so. But he's not really telling me what it is because he's worried that I'm incapable of keeping a secret. And he's right. I've told you guys literally everything. It's one of the things people love and hate about me is that I'm extremely honest. And I respect you, and if you're going to take the time to tune in and watch me, then I'm going to take the time to be honest with you. Because there's so little of it out there, really.
Okay. Vivian Sweatman says we'll miss your family stories and how real you are. Good luck with the new adventure. Can't wait.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I unplugged this.
It's okay.
Ugh. Okay, sorry, I'm in everybody's face now. Alright, okay.
Some people have been asking about getting merchandise from us, and we are trying to. We're still selling that stuff.
Oh, cool.
And it's still on eBay.
It's on eBay?
Yeah, if you just search.
If you go onto eBay and just type in Jenna Wolf Show, everything's there, right?
Yeah, everything's there.
Okay, try it.
And you'll be able to buy whatever. We'll still be selling it.
Yeah.
Even if we're off air for a little while.
Yeah, so get it. That's a long break for Periscope. Well, I'm going to come back and do some Periscopes on my Jenna Wolf page. I'll do it. I mean, I'd like to do it with you in the room, just because I don't feel comfortable talking apparently without you in the room, Connor.
Right. I mean, it's very possible that you'll see us in the next couple weeks, but just not in this format.
Correct. It'll be a different format entirely.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be radio silence.
Correct.
Or not.
Yes, Kathy, we are definitely doing a house party. Today, for sure.
Kay Welburn said, hey, I sent you an email of someone you should connect with. Seriously, it could be a great connection.
You did or you will?
I think she said, I did.
Who sent that to me?
That was Kay Welburn.
Oh, maybe she just sent it to that email.
Yeah, I'll check it in a second. Judy says, I'm so bummed you make my afternoon so much more fun.
Thank you, Judy.
Kelly Williamson says, talk in slow motion so today's show lasts longer.
You're very sweet.
Kim Lyons says, wait, what's going on? I tuned in late. And Michelle Hicks says, hi, guys.
Hey, Michelle and Kim. So this is the last day we're doing this show. It is with a both heavy and elated heart that we stopped the show. We're not doing this anymore, but Lance has an announcement to make in the coming weeks or month, the likes of which he hasn't really fully told me yet. But sometimes in life you need to change course a little bit for different opportunities. So that's what we're doing. But we're here today, and then we won't be here tomorrow. Andrea Light says, will you still post on Instagram? On the show page? Yeah, I'll do that for sure.
Chris McKenzie says, Jenna, you helped my wife and I lose 200 pounds. You were so inspirational. We'll miss you, but we'll follow you on your next path.
Thank you very much, Chris. I really appreciate that.
Todd Hatch says, best of luck. Can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you, Todd.
Tony Kendall says, it's all right that things are changing, Jenna. I just hope that we can still interact with you on Twitter and other places.
For sure. Tony, I interacted with you before I started this show, so I will definitely interact with you after.
Aaron Hoyle says, no, wait, what? I'm so sad.
Oh, that's okay.
Kelly Williamson says, whisper game for me. And Connor, we love you too.
Okay, this is for you, Kelly. Okay, ready, Kelly? This one's for Kelly. Did you get it?
No,
Did you get that? Kelly. See if she's guessing. I don't care about you, Connor.
She's not.
Connor's like...
I'll see it when I see it. Kim Lyons says, best wishes, you'll be missed.
Thank you, Kim.
Michelle Hicks says, wait, what? This is worse than the damn hangover I have. Seriously, it's like we were breaking up. Kelly Williamson says, Mama Picasso.
That was very close. So, because it's me, I stupidly was like, photographer. Who's the most famous photographer I know? And I thought, Pablo Picasso. So I said Pablo Picasso. Then the minute I said it, I was like, but he's not a photographer. But then I couldn't go back on it, so I had to keep saying it. And that's where I'm at with that. So I take it back, but you got very close. It was Pablo. I don't know why you would think I'd say Mama Picasso. No one ever talks about Pablo's mom. I feel like Pablo's mom just got lost in the shuffle in the fray. Okay, so I want to talk about my weekend. But first, can you tell me, see if my mom or dad are on Facebook by any chance?
Your mom wrote in and said, good morning.
Hi, Mom.
A little while ago. I didn't want to interrupt your conversation with Lance.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull up a comment right here. It's a little long, so let me.
Oh, you're gonna read it to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Read it loud and clear.
I will. 1 second. All right. Well, while I'm pulling it up, in the meantime, Allie Beck says I'm getting a puppy. And
Congratulations, Allie.
Judy says please keep posting workouts.
I will do that.
Okay, 1 sec. All right. This is from Lights Camera Jackson.
Oh yeah, Action Jackson.
Jackson, yeah. He wrote, Jenna, so proud of you and to have been on the show. We always knew this was just the start. So excited about the news of what's next. Just hope it's not too big that I can't get on. Congrats to you, Lance, and Connor on this tremendous achievement.
Okay, that was so nice. That's little Action Jackson. He's not little anymore. Came on our show on the Today Show, and he was like, I know I'm gonna have this all wrong, Jackson, but maybe like 7 or 8, and he reviews movies, and he's incredible, and we always knew he was destined for huge things. He was on like Leno, he was in the movie awards, like he's on red carpets. He's like this tremendous, amazing talent now, and just this little kid with an old soul, and such a great guy, and he came on our show here, and he's always been very, very supportive, and I have been supportive of him as well. And that is such a nice note, and thank you so much for being such a big fan over the years, and I have nothing but the utmost respect to you and your awesome dad, who's been so genuine and sweet to me. So thank you so much for that lovely note. That was really, really kind and sweet. And yes, no matter where I go or what I do, you're going to be a part of it in some capacity.
Tony Kendall said, thanks, Jenna, and if you ever stop somewhere in Michigan to sign autographs or anything, if it's all right, I'll come meet you.
It is, of course, all right. Are you kidding me?
Amy Mead said had to log off and missed it. Only saw the first 10 minutes. Congrats for whatever it was.
This is the whatever it was is just that today's going to be our last show. But thank you for your congratulations. I like it. I'll take it.
Judge Hayes says thank you for being open to your fans.
Thank you for being here and being a fan.
Jonesy Girl says, greetings, Jenna. How's the family? Love you. Miss you on the Today Show. I'll be following you wherever you go.
And then the next place I go, they'll be like, we really miss you on your daily show.
Yeah.
Are you still on your daily? Do you still do that Jenna Wolf show?
What happened?
What happened to you
Jenna
on
Wolf
the Jenna Wolf show?
Yeah. Yes. Cheryl McLaughlin says why?
Can't really say quite yet. Lance has something planned for us, but for fear that I will probably blurt it out, he has not fully told me yet. But we need to go away for a little bit, put all the pieces together for that to happen.
Kelly Williamson says, whispering back, hoping somehow I do get to photograph you one day, maybe with your precious family. P.S. Still want to send you pics, just need a P.O. box or contact.
Okay, so send an email, Kelly, just do it anyway, to JennaWolfShow@gmail, and I'll send you my address. Thank you. That's really, really nice.
Tony Kendall says, too bad we can't see a video or something of the best moments from this show.
Yeah, we haven't really done that, but we can work on something like that.
Be a lot of work. A lot of hours to pour through. Amy Mead says, oh no, I hope I see you again. She says, I'm sure you'll have a lot of doors opening soon.
From your lips, Amy.
Cheryl McLaughlin, we'll look forward to your return. Can't wait.
Do you think it's weird that this is all I see?
It's in your new phase of your life. I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Happens for a reason.
Yes.
You are just precious. Enjoy some time off to reboot.
Thank
Love.
you. Life situations for it was like cold and rainy. Easy enough weekend. If someone says, how was your weekend? She starts crying. We know she has to go to get off the swing, so she obviously pees in her pants. So I take the backpack with all the clothes in it. I'm like, we should get going. I take Quinny to go back and get the car. Steph's gonna take her to the bathroom. Obviously, she doesn't have the bag with all the clothes in it, so now she has wet pants and underwear and nothing to put Harper in. So she takes off her scarf, because it was a little chilly, and wraps her in a scarf. So now Harper comes back to us, and she's just naked in a scarf. Get everyone in the car. We're not even a mile into the trip. Quinny throws up. Obviously, I am not going to pee at night. I'm good. 1 o'clock in the morning. I said, can we discuss this tomorrow? You have to discuss this now? She goes, I don't need a pull-up anymore, Mom. I'm good. I said, Harper, you're leaving your pull-up on. Mom, I don't need it. I already took it off. I said, okay, so then at least go to the bathroom for me. I don't have to go, and I don't need a pull-up. I said, fine, I'm not arguing. She gets into bed. We all go back to sleep. I'm so happy. She's happy. Life is good. 2 hours later, which made it 3 o'clock in the morning, Mom, my bed's all wet, Mom, my bed, it's wet. My bed's all wet. Yep. Peed right through her pajama bottoms, right through her sheet, right through the mattress pad. So now at 3 o'clock in the morning, I am now changing sheets, everything soaking wet. So I'm too tired to even be mad at the kid, so I'm like, we'll deal with it in the morning. The morning happened an hour and a half later when Quinny woke up at 4:30. You can't make this up. So I'm exhausted. I couldn't even work out. Steph went to work out. Take Quinny to soccer practice. She has her 2-year-old soccer practice. Harper goes to 3-year-old soccer practice. Quinny, who plays soccer with absolutely everything in the house, gets to soccer practice, won't kick a ball. Kicks everything in her path at home, won't kick a ball at soccer practice. In my mind, I thought I'd get to soccer practice, be able to sit down, and let the kid go. No, it is parental participation. It was basically soccer practice for me. I went to soccer practice on Saturday morning. She wouldn't kick, so I'm holding her as I'm like basically taking her leg and pushing the leg onto the ball. I was exhausted. I'm like swinging her lower body so she could kick the ball. I call Steph, I'm like, hey, how was soccer practice? She's like, good. I caught up on my Twitter feed, caught up on Instagram. She's like, how was yours? I'm like, well, I went to soccer practice, so it was good. So we worked on heading the ball. I worked on a few of my skills that were lackluster, lacking in effort and talent. Anyway, come back home, it's like 11:30. I'm like, Steph, I can't keep my eyes open. She said, no problem, Jen. You go take a nap. I'm going to take both girls to the coffee shop. I'll let you sleep. Get yourself a good half hour of sleep. I said, are you kidding? That's like the greatest thing I ever heard. She leaves with the kids. I'm out. In 5 minutes, I'm boom, out. And not just like, oh, I'm lying there sleeping. Like the meat and potatoes of sleep. Like the way sleep was meant to be, where you've been on your feet working for like hours and hours in the fields, and finally someone gave you like a king-size beautiful bed, and you just sunk into it. Like, I'm pretty sure I was smiling while I was sleeping. I was so happy. Like, I was really into the crux of my sleep. Like, I felt it. I was like, this is it. Like, this is the kind of sleep I haven't had in years. It was so lovely. There were no kids. There was no possibility of kids. There was no one bothering me. I was just sleeping. Phone rings. Ryan Roy guessed it. Hello? I said, because I looked at the caller ID and it said Steph Gotts. Why else would Steph be calling me? This is all I hear. I need you to come here right away. Harper fell. Right away. She needs you. So the second time she said the word fell, I heard F, and I was out the door before I even heard LL. She didn't give me much detail. Mind you, she wasn't even going to take her phone. I was like, just take the phone just in case. I went from the deepest of darkest of most beautiful levels of sleep to on my feet. I'm not even sure if I had shoes on, out the door, and I'm sprinting. Like if I had a track and field race, you know how you get me to win no matter who my competition is? Put me in a deep, dark sleep, call me and tell me that my kid fell. I'll beat anyone else around me. So now I'm running down 10th Avenue, and I see Stephanie's bent down, Harper standing next to her, there's some blood on the sidewalk, and Quinny is running circles. Harper cran! Harper cran! Harper cran! I was like, what will I be met with in the next 8 steps of my sprint? Like, what am I coming to? So Steph and I are obviously both equal partners in parenting. She's like, I'm a little bit more of the coddler, and Steph's a little more of the like, I don't want to say tough love, but like let them go out and figure out how to do it kind of thing. So when the kids get hurt, like they usually want to run to me when they're hurt. So I think whatever, Harper was calling for me. So I ran, and Harper like turned her face to put her arms out to me, and the poor kid had like blood all over her face. She was running, and she tripped and fell and broke her fall with her face. Broke her fall with her face. So I could see the lip was like out to here and off to the side, and she had like blood all over their face. And as soon as she saw the blood is when she almost passed out. Up until then, it was just like a pain, like she was in pain. So like I picked her up and I was like running back to the house. I don't know why I was running. I'm running back to the house and Harper's going, I can't walk. To anyone who'll listen, I can't walk. I'm not gonna be able to walk anymore. I can't walk. And I'm like, she's okay. She just cut her lip. She's fine. Scraped lip. I'm like, Harper, stop telling people you can't walk. Like, and child services are gonna call in a second. Just as she's, I can't walk. I can't walk. I'm like, she's okay. She just cut her lip. Now, mind you, 4 minutes before this, I was in the deepest, most beautiful sleep anyone can imagine. So we get home, and the lip is like out to here, and she scraped up her chin, and the poor thing. And so I was like, what should we do, Steph? And Steph's like, we have to give her some ice. I'm like, okay. She's like, can I get a pop? Maybe a pop would make you feel better? I think I'd like a pop. A pop would be good. Anything for this kid to have sugar, right? Let me get a pop. She's like putting an order in. Let me get one pop, and anything else I can have? Milky Way? Can I get a Milky Way? I swear to God, that's what was going on. So she sat there and she had her pop. I didn't go to the doctor. I didn't think it needed stitches.
Your mom says Harper is just like someone else I know.
I know.
Poor thing.
It was me. I had a very similar story when I was little. So we gave her the pop, and she's sitting there, and Quinn can't give one a pop without the other. And Quinn goes, I pop too. I get pop. I pop. I have pop. Okay, you can have the pop, Quinny. So now Harper and Quinny are sitting there, and once again, TV goes back on. Like, I felt like that we needed the TV. They watched a lot of TV yesterday. So they watched this Dr. McPuffins or McStuffins. I don't know. It's their newest thing now they really like. So the two of them are sitting there. This is the weekend I have. One kid threw up. One kid peed on themselves. One kid peed through the bed. One kid cut her mouth open. And then later in the afternoon, Quinny, who I'm sure got this because she was touching the gross playground, but because we were so worried about Harper, put her hands in her mouth before I could clean her hands, got explosive diarrhea. So she basically spent like 3 hours in a Aveeno bath. You know, you put that stuff in because she got a diaper rash. Like, Stephanie and I looked at each other. We were like, what? Wait, what? What? So I said, if you wrote down, Steph, on paper what we did this weekend, it's like 3 things. We went to the park, came home. You went to get coffee with the girls, came home, went to soccer practice, and then here's Monday morning. But in reality, Saturday and Sunday, it was like a goddamn shit show. Like, what? When did I sign up for that? Like, does every parent go through that? Like, is it just my kids, or does every parent go through it? Anyway, once again, like the next stage in my reality show that I don't have yet, obviously. But I'm exhausted just telling a story. All right, give me some comments about it. My so-called life.
Cheryl says, I love it because it's so real.
It is so real. You cannot make it up.
Allison Henderson said, I hope Harper is okay.
Yeah, let me show you her face.
Elizabeth Tate says, poor Harper. Teresa Murdoch says, poor baby.
I know. Here's her face.
Teresa Murdoch says, no, every parent.
Every parent?
Yeah.
Thanks.
And Karen Shepard says, normal, sadly.
Look at her little...
Oh, that's time. Trisha Schilling says, hot every weekend, and I have a teenager.
Oh, great.
Elizabeth Tate says, I'm going to miss Harper and Quinn stories too. Kathy K says, I have presents for them.
Kathy, when are you coming back to New York? This time it's a must. Now that I have a much freer schedule, I can see you during the day.
Maxine Brown Goldman says, no, not just you. This Parenthood thing isn't all cracked up.
I know, it's no joke. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah. Billy Ross says, the life of a little one.
Oh.
Pamela O'Neill says, been there, done that. Now mine are out of the house. You'll miss this someday when they're grown.
Will I?
Lisa Lucusi says, this too shall pass. My son had senior prom this weekend.
Ooh. Look, I don't know if my mom's listening or not. I didn't make it easy for my mom. I was a tough kid as a little kid. I was a real tough teenager. I was really, really tough. I think only now am I becoming like a good daughter. I mean, I was always a good daughter. I meant well. I never got into trouble, but I was confused and couldn't figure out like what I wanted, and I didn't like the person I saw in the mirror, and I think I took it out on my parents, but now I get it, and I feel like I should thank my parents like every single day for putting up with me. You strike me as the kind of kid that was always a good kid, just like listened to your folks, and you were well behaved, and you never were mean to them.
I might have had like a little rebellious streak, but I think up until like later high school I was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't. All right. Sorry. Finish.
Anyway, Tony Kindle said, Jenna, don't let your kids be like my younger brother who once pushed a police alert button at the bowling center my late dad worked at.
Wow. I won't do that.
Del Gloria says, it's called Parenthood. I have 3 daughters.
Yeah.
Kathy K says, I'm leaving for Florida Friday. When I get back, we will plan it.
All right.
Maxine Brown Goldman says, what's the big news on the Jenna Wolf Show?
That this is the last day of the Jenna Wolf Show. We're not gonna be doing this anymore, but we're gonna be doing something else. I think that Lance has in the works, but he won't really tell me because I'm incapable of keeping a secret. So there you go.
H. Palma says she needs a syndicated show. Fitness plus talk equals gold.
Would you like to do one for me? Because the people that are in charge of the syndicated shows aren't that interested.
SJB says interesting, but no need to say gee damn. I don't know. Alright.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm keeping it real, guys.
Yeah. Rhonda Alsterbrook says, I'm going to miss these stories.
Thank you.
Michelle Hanley says, haha, I apologize to my mom almost daily now that I'm a parent.
I know. I'm doing the same thing.
Susan Hale says, I want to thank my mom every single day for just putting up with me. I put that poor woman through hell.
Yeah, me too.
Sue McCoff, I think, says, oh no, why is this the last episode? She says, we will miss you and Connor and your sweet family.
Thank you.
Mark Sharp says, where will we be able to find information when you announce your new gig?
Here.
Ready.
You'll find it.
Susan Hale says, don't leave us, Jenna.
Sorry,
And
Susan.
Tracy Bender Schisler said, just heard the news.
I know, Tracy!
Tony Kendall says, how about this, Jenna? When I was 4, my late dad's bowling center started on fire.
Ooh.
I was the first one to see it. I stayed calm and told my dad about it, and we all got out of there.
Good for you.
Mrs. Wolfeld says, you're a fabulous mom. We loved you always.
Of course you say that, Mom, because you're a fabulous mom. I am not nearly the mom that you are. You're amazing. You put up with me. Like, I'm as hard as it gets. Tough kid. I was. My mom's the best. Jenna, wow, Omer Samti. That is really cool. Thanks, Omer. Is it Omer?
I'm not sure. Doug Gloria says, where can I buy a hat?
Go onto eBay. Is that right? Go onto eBay and just type in Jenna Wolf Show. You can buy everything. Or if you're in New York, I'll just give it to you.
Yeah, sure.
If you're in New York, I will give you the hat. Whatever you want.
Lisa Levy says, are you staying with the network? Good luck to you no matter where you end up.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Sue McCoff says, we love you and thank you for sharing your time with us.
Thank you.
Carolyn Thurman said, for those of us who just turned in, what is the news?
The news is that this is the last day of the show. This is the last day of the show. That's the news. Omer Turkey, Jenna. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Funny story, Amanda has perfected the Periscope whistle so she does it to watch me grab my phone. Oh, that's very funny. Lisa Dover. I'm gonna see Lisa when she comes here because her husband fixed my computer. So I'm collecting all my computer questions for him.
Yeah.
Lisa, when are you in town again? We have to solidify those plans.
Kim Truesdale says, "What will you do now?"
I don't know. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't know. But I'm incapable of doing nothing, so that's the good news, that it'll be something. May 12th to 17th. All right. And I have my Spartan race next Saturday. This coming Saturday, which I'm excited about. That has nothing. There was a total non sequitur. I don't know why I said that. Okay, go on.
Some good stuff.
Thank you.
Maureen Drummond says, "I love this show. Good luck."
Thank you.
Kathy Young says, "Thank you for the smiles the past few months. Truly a highlight of many days."
Thank you very much.
Okay. Kelly Williamson said, "For you today, posting one of the pictures that I want to send you on Instagram."
Okay.
Michelle Hicks says, "What am I going to do when I'm sitting at home or in my office acting like I'm busy so I can watch you?"
So here, do this, Kelly.
That was Michelle.
Michelle Hicks. I knew that it was Michelle, okay? I knew that, but my thing is stuck.
I thought when you said Kelly that you didn't know.
Michelle, email me at, I had to switch my phone around, JennaWolfFitness@gmail. No, I don't know why I said Michelle, because I just told that to everybody, because that's how I am. And we'll just be friends. Let's just be friends. And then you don't have to worry about what you're going to do. Like, you could just text me and say, send me some cockamamie, stupid, crazy-ass move that you would like to challenge me to. And I'll say, okay, and I'll do it. But I did a couple CrossFit workouts in your honor last week. Nothing with weights. I don't lift weights, but it was one of those crazy conditioning things, like how many burpees with a jump can you do in 7 minutes? And I thought of you. So there you go. So basically, I'm going to bottom line it for you. We're friends. Connor, are we going to do 20 questions and maybe another game one last time? Of course, Vendino. I'm going to take requests. So do you want a break? Did you see your
Let me read some more comments first.
Okay. Did you see the cup that one of Amanda's brides? Yes, I loved that cup, Lisa Dover. I need to... Connor, sometimes on Instagram, it doesn't let me repost.
Well, you have to be logging into your account, and then you have to go to the Jenna Wolf Show account while you're in yours, and then copy the URL.
Okay, that was so many things you just said, so why don't I just show you what I mean afterwards?
Okay.
Thank you.
I think I know what you mean now.
Okay.
All right. Tracy Bender-Schissler says, "So glad I got to watch you when I was off for 12 weeks. You were awesome."
Thank you.
Sue says, "Can you and Connor feel the love?" I hope so.
Yes, we can. Thank you very much, Sue.
Tammy McCarthy says, "We'll miss you, Jenna." Susan Hale says, "Hey, I want to be your friend too."
Be my friend, Susan.
Michelle Higgs says, "I also need to buy a hat so I can represent you."
Yeah, baby. Do it.
Everything's on eBay.
Everything's on eBay.
Search the Jenna Wolf Show.
Well, like I also have I wanted wristbands because I love wristbands.
All right.
So I put wristbands on there. Are they on there? How are we gonna sell them if
I
they're
don't
not
think
on
the
eBay?
wristbands aren't on
Okay,
there
cool.
because we were just kind of giving those away with the.
Oh, okay. So let's give them away.
Yeah.
You guys, who's in New York? Is anyone in New York? Show of hands. Okay, that's it. Go on.
There are a lot of people in New York. I know that. Sue McCall says, "Let's all buy hats."
Thank you.
There's hats, mugs, shirts, and please buy them because I'm taking them to my apartment. So
You are?
I'm gonna put them downstairs first.
Downstairs where?
I'm gonna just ask if we can store them somewhere for a day.
I have storage. Store them in my thing. In my storage place.
Okay. Where's your storage place?
Downstairs in my building.
Oh. Okay. All right.
I'll be wearing my hat on the Today Show Plaza. Lisa, are you serious? That's cool. I really think I love Lisa. Is that too soon?
No. Not too soon. We just got one purchase for a Jenna Wolf Show t-shirt.
Oh, cool.
Thank you.
Queens here. I love you, Lisa Dover. Vidino's in Queens. Comments.
That was from Kate1325.
Nice.
Oh, that was
Kate.
from Kate Welburn.
Oh, cool. Thanks,
Thank you,
Kate.
Kate. Judy says, I was so excited to tune in today and see all three of you. Hate the news.
Do you like ice cream? I love ice cream.
Kelly Williamson says, Happy Mother's Day early.
Thank you.
Judy says, let's do 50 and 2. Love that game.
All right, we have one request for 50 and 2, one request for 20 questions, and one request for house party. We're going to do everything within the hour.
Okay. Sarah Sapolsky says, I want wristbands.
Sarah, we've missed you. Sarah gets wristbands.
Well, I know you said you'll give away anything to someone who's in New York, but we can't. Not
Give everything away.
And also, just like if you're in the state of New York, I can't.
Oh, no. I mean, like in the city.
If you're in the city.
I'm not going to make Connor go send to everybody because that's too much work.
So.
But if you're in the city, we should, like, what should we do? We should, like, meet for coffee.
Yeah, I don't know.
How would we do that?
I mean, Tony says, suddenly I feel emotional that this is ending, but it's been a good 8 months of watching this show, Jenna.
Thank you, Tony.
Trisha Schilling says, I'm in New York, but I'm in New York, but I'm hoping to, I guess Trisha meant to say, I'm not in New York, but I'm coming this summer. How can I come and work out with you?
Email me, Trish.
Okay, there we go. All right, and we're caught up.
All right, so we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back and finish up our last hour. We're going to play whatever game you want. I'll answer whatever questions you want. But I've been honest with you from the very beginning, and I'm going to continue to be honest with you now. I drank about a gallon of water this morning. I have to go pee. So I'm going to go, and we'll be right back. But hang out with us. We got another hour left of the show, and then we'll part ways.
All right.
It's kind of sad to say that, but what's the news? Oh, C Web, this is our last show. Is the news? But I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and discuss more. Can we eat McDonald's and work out? I'm afraid we cannot. We cannot. Lance put a bad taste in my mouth with that. What the what? I know. Sorry, C Web. But we're going to lead towards something better. Those all the right words that I put in the sentence? Yeah.
Rebecca McLean says, I'm heartbroken. Christy Akers says, I will miss this.
Hey, look what it says on my bracelet, which I honestly didn't even realize.
What?
Be here now. Wasn't that that's like our tagline for the show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Among others, but.
What?
Among others. But
Yeah.
Be here now. Isn't that funny?
Right, yeah. Yeah. Rebecca McLean says, I loved watching you, and you motivated me each day.
Thank you very much. That means a lot to me. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be right back, you guys. Right back. I'm going to pop this in the microwave. Morning. Good. It was good.